Welcome back, everybody, to the Road to Endgame, my Thor cosplay series. What you're looking at right now is Hank. He's my mannequin. I named him Hank because we recently watched all of King of the Hill. I just thought it was fitting. Now, I am a large man, so in order to make Hank the correct size, we took every pillow we could find in the living room and stuffed it into him, and it came out about right. He's about my size. Right now, you see me pinning the pattern that I cut out. I kind of taped it together. I'm just pinning it to him to make sure that it'll fit, and it looks about right. I had some concerns about the edges a little bit, but as long as the details on the front are good, then I think it should be fine. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna be good. Like I was talking about in the last video episode, I was pretty concerned of the comfort level of this, but I think we're gonna be good this time. I don't know if you can see in the background, but on the other side of me there, on the TV, is Civil War. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I am watching all of the Marvel movies as I'm watching this. So, as I'm recording this and working on this project, I just thought it'd be a good thing to have in the background. You know, watch everything that leads up. I decided not to watch the shows, so I didn't think I'd have time, but also, at this point, I've got about a month left and I'm Civil War already, so I think I've got plenty of time. There, we're gonna put Hank away. And let's see. Right here, I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough foam to trace out all these pieces because, you know, like I did earlier, I cut the foam preemptively with my pattern that I made and then realized that that wasn't a good idea. I didn't want to use that pattern. I don't know, it just didn't really work. Like I said, it's my biggest worry is that if I had cut this all in one piece like I did last time, that would have turned into a situation just like it was last time where I sit down and it bunches up and I'm all turtled and silly looking and not comfortable at all. So that's my biggest concern. If you look right here, I don't know if I left that part in, but in order to counteract that, I actually cut some of the bottom of the pattern off where the belt's gonna sit. And yeah, you'll see I traced it through. And I actually had to retrace this pattern because I cut it out wrong, and I ended up having, I was gonna like just cut it off there, and then I realized that cuts off too much of the space, so I had to retrace the entire piece that I just traced. You look here now, I have most of them cut out, and I used as much of this piece as I could. I actually got most of the pattern traced onto this. I did end up having to buy more foam, which was a little disappointing. When I bought this piece on Amazon, this big piece of foam, it was like 10 bucks, something like that, but a little less. I thought it was a good deal on like a good holiday deal. I actually thought the foam piece was the bigger pieces, the one that's twice as long, but it ended up being the shorter roll, and I was a little disappointed. But I went to Harbor Freight recently, and I realized that they have them normally at $10, so I just bought two more just to be safe. I'm trying not to buy too much stuff, though. This is the other goal of this project is to use as much pieces as I already have, you know, trying to budget it out as best as I can. So I always end up spending way more money than I should on building a costume. Anyways, I'm getting all the pieces cut out. I'm trying to use the, what's it called? It's not quite an X-Acto knife. That one's actually just a little razor, I think. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's kind of like an X-Acto knife, and I'm trying to get used to using that. But I do like to use the scissors a lot. This collar piece here that I'm cutting out now, I was actually kind of worried about that because I'm worried about the comfort level of that collar piece. I didn't want to do it foam originally. I wanted to do it as a like a, I don't know what the fabric, the material would be, some kind of fabric, like a almost like a polyester or a cotton. I don't know about cotton, but like I was watching one of the Captain Americas and I was looking at his collar. I want to say it was Winter Soldier, but I was looking at this collar piece and it's like a stiff, very stiff fabric, and I don't know what it is. And if you know what it is, just leave it below. But I thought about doing the collar in that instead, but the video that I watched for the guy that made this pattern, made his collar to that, and it looks pretty good, so I'm just going to give this a try. Like I said, I don't want to buy anything more than I don't really have any of that material, so I'm just going to give it a try. And worst possibility, I hate it, and I'll just cut it off and make one out of fabric. I've still got about a month left before the movie, so I've got plenty of time. I think at this point, the point of recording this exact piece, oh, this piece here, so this belt piece, it's this long, right? I don't think I actually show it, but I ended up tracing and making it longer just so I could account for, well, my stomach, I guess, my size. Like I said, I'm going to make that a separate piece. I don't remember what I was talking about before then, but I make that basically a big long piece, and so it's a little extra longer, longer than it was before. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're thinking below. Let me know any comments, any suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next video.